Tina, let's get to a question.
Thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate it. My question was, in a situation where you've always been listening to others and doing what they are, basically people pleasing for 35 years of my life now, how do you figure out what your core values are? You know that you stand for something, but you don't know what those, how do you put that into words?
Yeah, like the things that I would say more than anything are where I would start with your like, for me, I started with what is the intention of my creator? I really believe that I have been placed on this planet with very specific design, that I've been given a certain set of skills, that I have a certain number of talents and gifts. And when I think about the values that I have, my value in trying to honor that intended design has me then trying to come up with a list of things that would make it a thing that could be honored, right? So, and again, you don't have to believe like I believe, but whatever you believe your reason being on earth is, right? There, you have purpose. You have a very, like, you have only had your life experience. You are the only person on this planet who has exactly the set of skills that you have. So what values might you create to allow those things to have maximum impact? What values might you need to have to allow those things to tap into your personal passions? What values might you need to have to allow those things to be fully allowed an opportunity for mastery, right? Like where you might develop some of the skills that you know you have that you want to just dive even deeper on. That's, like, but I will say this too, like my values have changed as seasonal times in life have changed. And so you spoke of having a child who's sleeping, God bless, right? So your values in this season likely also are looking through the lens of you as a parent. If you're in a relationship, it might also include that, right? So I would just make a list of, if you can almost reverse engineer some of the stuff that we did. I'd make a list of your essentials and see if maybe there's something that comes out of your essentials that now is informing a little bit of your values. Because like, what do you believe is essential in your life? Like providing and caring for your child, I'm going to guess is one of them. Preserving their sleep certainly feels like one. But I would truly, though, I would go back and just ask this question. You're on this planet for a reason. What is that reason? Why are you here? Right? Like you want to matter in some way, and you do. But how do you, in mattering, allow the values that you have to actualize your purpose? And I would just like start there. And maybe it's that you have to like pull some strings inside of curiosities that you have just to see like what you have passion for. I hope that helps.
Really does.
Number one, I would say this. You have values. So like like first thing you have to know is like, I know they're there. I just have to do a little bit of work to try and dive into how I can take what I know exists and bring it to the light. Knowing that it's there, you're going to just now be scanning the horizon for the evidence that's going to lead you to actually being able to zero in on it, and you'll get it.
And how do you get away from that fear of actually believing in your values and staying, because I come from a background where family controls everything.
Yeah. So any fear that you have around that is about storytelling that has been put on you, programming that has been put on you by other people. So what I do is I ask, who is the storyteller? Do they have credibility? And do they have credibility on this topic in my life? And here's the thing, like if they're family, they may in fact have some credibility, right? But are they credible as people who should tell you how you ought to live your life because of their beliefs? A lot of times I've been able to free myself from the things that were programmed inside of me by realizing that while they may be well-intended, they may in fact be storytelling their fear wrapped in love, that their opinion or perspective doesn't have any kind of application in my life because of the context. They're thinking about their life in their context, not my life in mine. So I can respect that. Thank you very much for your concern, and I can be free from it. Thank you very much for your concern.
Thank you so much.
This can be your day for personal growth. This can be that day you committed to and you remember and you go, that was the day I got myself a community. I got better coaches. I committed to making my life the absolute best that I could. This is that day. Make today your growth day. Click the button on this page and sign up right now.